Based on this video, you can see why the Seattle Police Department turned the comment section off, and it's to save themselves from having to read about the embarrassment and ridicule for their absolutely abhorrent tactics their police officers displayed in this shooting. Thank you to Tyler Hersey for sending this to me. If you have any video that you want us to review, it's coptalklive911@gmail.com. And understand, if you're new to this, this is not a pro-cop or anti-cop channel. This is pro-law enforcement, the profession of being a police officer supporting. I condemn when cops need to be condemned. I support them when they need to be supported. It is what it is. And your involvement in this channel, in the comment section, or if you call or leave a voice note or a voicemail, or you call in live on Wednesday nights, we're live every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 8 Central, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. Your involvement in this channel with your criticism, either pro or con, for cop. I don't care if you hate cops. When you call in and we have the discussions, this channel gets the message out. When you support the police, but you also are, you're critical and you want their standards to be raised, you help get the mission out of changing cop culture together. Don't forget, check out our website, coptalklive.org. When you click on coptalklive.org, you're going to get a prompt to enter in your email address. Do so. You're going to get updates on articles, news, videos, and more. That's coptalklive.org. A big thank you to Tyler Hersey for this one. This is a March. This is from Seattle Police Department, and the comments are off, which I think is shitty. If you're a public entity, public service, like law enforcement, turn your comment section on. You have to see what the public says about you. You have to hear what their criticism is. You have to know what your finger on the pulse is on the public, because how else are you going to make changes? This video is insane from my viewpoint based on the information that was given. And if you had your comment sections open, maybe you'd know about that. But here's what we have. Keep this in mind. What we have is from the Seattle Police Department. This is on their YouTube channel. On March 19th of 2025, the 911 call center, CARE, received a call regarding a suicidal subject. The caller stated that she had received a message, it doesn't say text or voice, from the subject, somebody she knew, indicating he was suicidal and he had left his vehicle at Home Depot in West Seattle. The subject then proceeded to enter a secured Seattle police facility, climbing a fence that separates the Home Depot parking lot from the Southwest Precinct parking lot. We're going to watch this, and then we're going to have a breakdown afterwards, and I got some questions. There's no audio in this section, but what you're going to see in the upper top here, this is the Home Depot parking lot. You're going to see the subject pull a vehicle in. He gets out. He's wearing a red sweatshirt, red jacket, and he hops the fence into the police department. Then we're going to see what took place. Again, this is specifically from the Seattle Police Department releasing this information and this footage.
Yeah, just walk up that way. There's a gate over there. On your left, there's a door right there. And that should get you out, all right? Hey, right there. Go out that way. Where are you going? There's no need to come back over here.
Hey.
No, just... You might be a little bit off there, Nilo. You might be a little bit off.
Yeah.
So just...
Go ahead. No.
Go right. Hey,
Whoa.
Stay right there.
What's the knife? What's the knife? Whoa, what's the knife?
Sorry.
Put the knife away.
Hey, go ahead, put the knife away.
Put the knife away.
Come on, man. No, just put the knife away. Let's back up.
Put the knife away, man.
Come on, man. We don't want to hurt you.
Hey, back up.
Is somebody on the radio?
Give me the air.
Anybody got a taser?
Yeah, I got it.
Come on, hey!
Regular, we got
Come on, man.
Southwest Precinct parking lot. He has a knife. He's walking towards us. We're giving him verbal commands. Just here. Hey, stay down on the ground, please. Go ahead, put the knife down. Go ahead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Stop right
No,
there.
he might
Stop
have,
right
he might have a
Hey, give me.
40. Yeah, Nilo, why don't you come over here,
You
Nilo?
got a 40?
Hey, Nilo, you want to come over here? So we're all over here.
Yeah. Go ahead, put the knife down. Hey, anybody's car's locked?
Hey, let's everybody step back, step back. Let's just come on, man. Car.
Drop the knife.
Hit him with the 40. Watch out,
40.
watch out! Watch out! Stand on the ground! Stand on the ground!
All right, let's break this down for a second. Number one, if I'm going to take this solely on what the Seattle Police Department released, then we're going to go off of they had information. This is what was released in the video. This is why public comments are important, because you need to see how this looks from the perception of the public. So perception of us is, wait a second. So you received information that a subject was suicidal and was in your police department. That's what this says right here. Verbatim. We have the 911 call center care received a call regarding a suicidal subject. The caller stated that she had received a message from the subject indicating he was suicidal and had left his vehicle at a Home Depot in West Seattle. That's what you have, right? So you have now the separation is the subject proceeded to enter a secure parking lot. So the problem I have is, did the caller give you any other information? Because we don't have that. The perception from the first body worn camera footage is, you have this. Here's Officer 1.
Yeah, just walk up that way. There's a gate over there. On your left, there's a door right there. And that should get you out, all right? Hey, right there. Go out that way. Where are you going?
All right, here's perception number one for the public. Hey, somebody's suicidal. They need help. We don't care. Get the fuck out of here. That's literally how this looks and how it comes across. That's it. Okay, you got information. 911. Hey, my boyfriend, so-and-so, he's suicidal. He parked his car over at Home Depot. He's wearing a red jacket. His name is so-and-so, blah, blah. You guys come across this. We don't care. Get out. No, you don't need to be here. Get out. That's how that looks. Just so you're aware of that when you release this, and you have no other information that goes there. But let's continue.
There's no need to come back over here.
Yeah, we don't care about you. Get out of here. Now, keep that in mind. I 100% disagree with de-escalation. I 100% disagree with the social worker day and age. I 100% disagree with less lethal tactics, because they're showing as time goes on that cops are not able to do the necessary job of issuing or acting on applying deadly force the right way when it's needed. What I mean by that is cops are so reliant on taser, the less lethal beanbag rounds from the shotgun. I am not familiar with the 40 millimeter. I have no experience with it whatsoever. Pepper spray is not, it's less lethal, but it's not going to be applied in that circumstance. They're so reliant on it that when it doesn't work, they actually put themselves in a position to have to escalate to deadly force. I've talked about that many times. It's almost like officer-induced jeopardy. I'm going to step in front of the vehicle that's moving towards me so I could shoot the driver. You couldn't just get out of the way? You put yourself in that circumstance, they have to use deadly force. When cops are facing these circumstances and they get that, oh shit, the beanbag rounds didn't work, the taser didn't work, this 40 millimeter didn't work. Now you're amping yourself up emotionally instead of being on scene, accepting the fact that you're in a position to have to terminate life-threatening behavior that could result in someone's death. That's not you don't care. I do not care if a cop shoots somebody and someone dies. I care about the life-threatening behavior being stopped. Subject has a knife, subject was shot, subject is no longer using the knife. If they happen to expire or die in the process, not my fucking concern. The cop did their job righteously. The subject's body expiring, just a part of the process, is what it is. I have no sympathy towards that. Empathy, yes. The other issue I have is it puts cops at as a foolish mindset that they don't have to use these tactics until we get the day where a stormtrooper or Star Trek phaser or set for stun works 100% of the time with no failure whatsoever. Then don't talk to me about de-escalation. Don't talk to me about showing up on scene and playing counselor. You are putting the public and the police's lives at risk. Period. End of story. Suicidal subject or not, I don't care.
Hey,
No, just
All right, so now if they have more of these subjects here, I don't know what the totality of the circumstances is. Is this, were they getting ready for shift? 12 to 7, maybe it's 11 a.m. to 7 a.m. to 7, or I don't know what this body count goes to 7:0700s backwards. This is noon. So this is probably day shift. Day shift is 7 to 3, most likely if you're running an 8-hour shift. So these guys they're seasoned officers. They're not going to see a lot of the high stress stuff happening. But if we're in this circumstance, maybe they were just all there coming from shift change, or some guys were on lunch break and they just say, I don't know why they're there. But again, we have to go off of what Seattle put out there. And they said they received the 911 call of a suicidal subject. So if that's the case, look at how they're moving. We're going to go based off of what you put out. You guys look like you don't give a shit. You guys look like here's a suicidal subject. And again, now I just said, I don't want counselors. I don't want de-escalation, but at the same time, too, you guys got a bunch of thugs walking towards a guy who maybe was looking to end his life or had a real bad fucking day, and you didn't care.
you might be a little bit off there, Nilo. You might be a little bit off. So just
The dialogue looks like you're chasing him off site. It doesn't look like you're there to render any type of care, which again goes against of what I'm saying. I'm being a hypocrite. I don't want cops to do that. There may be a time to talk somebody down, all this, but you don't know. You can't have a cop play mind reader. And not 90%, but 50%, let's say conservatively, 50% of the time, how do you know the information the dispatcher gave you was legitimate? So it's simply because of what the caller is conveying to them. Callers say some pretty outlandish stuff sometimes. So we're going to go off of that, but now we're going to switch gears massively because a knife then does get displayed. So this is where things have to change. Subject is directed to exit, but turns and presented a knife. All bets are off. All bets are off. So here's the gate that he was leaving, and he decides not to and pulls a knife out.
go right. Hey, stay right there.
what's the knife? What's the knife? Oh, what's the knife? Put the knife away.
Hey, go ahead, put the knife away.
Put the knife away.
Back up.
Come on, man. No, let's put the knife away. Let's back
Put the
up.
knife away, man.
Come on, man. We don't want to hurt you.
Hey, back up.
Not a single officer, not a single cop has their pistol drawn. Listen to me very carefully. I'm a defensive tactics, martial arts expert. Knives are more dangerous than guns. They are. A gun can be used against you with the direction that the barrel is pointing. A knife is infinitely angle, multi-directional, useful. You can close that distance. They have the whole 21-foot rule. It's a load of shit. It's like 100-foot rule. It's a 21-foot. Where does that line start? Anywhere a subject presents a knife, they are dangerous. Because not to mention the fact, let's just say that this is 21 feet between the officer and the subject. Well, when a subject appears over here behind the guy, that's a different distance of footage. It could be 5 feet. And that subject poses a danger to the officers, themselves, and the public. So the 21-foot rule is garbage. Bottom line, a subject has a knife, you get your pistol out or your long gun, and you point it at the subject. You decide when to use force that is necessary to terminate life-threatening behavior, but you immediately draw down. Your finger needs to be either ready or on the trigger. End of story.
Is somebody on the radio?
Give me the air.
No one has this is liberal. This is liberal Seattle that probably wants, the cops to give this guy a bunch of gummy bears and tickle his feet until he complies. But right now, all of these cops are putting themselves and other people in danger. This is the building. How do we know somebody from the records department isn't going to walk out for their lunch break or go home or whatnot? Or if there's somebody in the lobby coming in to FOIA a police report, now they're leaving. This guy is how close he's not that far away. So again, piss poor tactics. Immediately when you ask my question, what should be done? This should be done. Officer 2 is going to be the angle.
Go ahead. No.
Go right. Hey,
Whoa.
stay right there.
What's the knife? What's the knife?
Here's Officer 2 angle. They're the closest one here. This officer here is obstructed by the vehicle. Got a little bit of cover. There's a difference between cover and concealment. Cover, you got, man, the guy's going to have to come out this way or he's going to cut this way and get to the officer. Either way, but this is the officer, right? This Officer 2's vision and line of sight is in the superior position. You pull your pistol out, you advance and start firing. That's how this should have ended. The second a knife is branded and you did not comply, drop the knife, pistol drawn, you close the distance to ensure that your rounds hit that target better, and you empty the magazine until the life-threatening behavior has been terminated. Period. That's what should have been done.
Oh, what's the knife?
Sorry.
Put the knife away.
Hey, go ahead, put the knife away.
Put the knife away.
Back up.
You have all these
Come on,
cops backing up.
No, just put the knife away. Let's back
Put the
up.
knife away, man.
Come on, man. We don't want to hurt you.
Nobody has a pistol out.
Is somebody on the radio?
And then what do? They go to a taser.
Hey, we got a taser?
Yeah, I got this.
Come on, hey!
Strangle them. We
Step
got
'em up.
I wouldn't work with any one of these fucks. I wouldn't. You guys have all failed this test. Every single one of you. No pistol, no pistol. This guy goes to a taser. The perceptive camera here, Officer 1, no pistol drawn, nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all walking backwards. When you walk backwards, right, you got a knife. Number one, their heart rates are all elevated. So you're going to get tunnel vision. You're going to get an adrenaline dump. So what happens during an adrenaline dump, right? Your organs, this is why cops wear vests, is to protect the organs. Because your body goes into a defense mechanism. Your heart starts pumping faster, adrenaline dump, and the blood starts going to actually protecting, the body where it's supposed to, right? Your organs, which means what? Your limbs, their blood flow is not, and I'm not a doctor, but the blood flow is going to be quickened, if you will, kind of evacuated from where the body doesn't need it. It needs it here, doesn't need it here. So what does that mean? Fine finger manipulation starts to wind up losing sensitivity. Tunnel vision, auditory exclusion. What happens to your feet and your legs? Any of you ever been in a fight? I was a competitive wrestler, and I'll never forget any time before a match would happen, I would get so adrenaline dump, and my legs would start shaking, and my balance would be off because it's like I got so amped up and so nervous and so excited and blah, blah, blah. And, the whistle blows, everything changes. But your legs, you can't feel your legs. So how are you asking yourselves to back up and not trip over something? This is extremely dangerous on these officers' lack of tactics.
Oh, man.
Southwest Precinct parking lot. He has a knife. He's walking towards us. We're giving him verbal commands. Just here.
Hey, stay down on the ground, please. Go ahead, put the knife down. Go ahead.
Whoa.
He's not
Stop.
listening. He should have been lit. He should have been lit up. This cop should have gone around, flanked him, changed the angle. You guys are all in a position where you're all surrounded by him, but then you all pool together.
Stop right
No,
there.
he might have a
Hey, give me.
40. Yeah. Nilo, why don't you come over here,
You
Nilo?
got a 40?
You should have flanked him. Milo should have gone around. He should have used the cover, even though he's going to lose sight of this subject all immediately. You use the car for cover as best you can. Get your pistol out. Milo doesn't even have his gun drawn yet.
Hey, Nilo, you want to come
This officer behind me has a pistol out or a taser out. Bad tactics.
over here? So we're all over here?
Yeah. Go ahead, put the
Milo, get your firearm out, my guy.
knife down.
Now he's going around this side of the car. Milo could have cut him off and could have deployed rounds downrange and ended the threat.
Hey, car's locked.
Hey, everybody step back. Step back.
Can't see him. You're giving ground. You are retreating when you should be advancing using your pistol. You should be engaging the target. Should have been done A minute ago.
Come on, man.
60 seconds ago. You're increasingly putting the public at danger. We don't know if there's anybody in these cars. They decide to get out of the car. What's going to happen to them? Now this cop over here behind me is limiting his exit route. You can't. How are you going to? If this guy charges you and you have a taser, you're going to back up into this little curb, grass, car. Your footing. You have no access point to get out. No route of escape. Only to go forward. But you have a taser out, or is that that's the 40? That's the 40. Whatever. Again, I'm not familiar with that weapon, but we heard him fire 2 rounds and it didn't work. Yes. Here's cops over here. You got how many over here? Oh, anybody who's drawn a pistol, now you're going to have to worry about line of sight. This is just abysmal.
Drop the knife. Hit him with the 40. Hit him with the 40. 40. What's up?
You fired around with this 40 millimeter from back.
40.
Look at the distance. You fire it from here.
What's up?
That's one. It did nothing. It did that. That was just a bad waste of tactics. Yeah, the knife was recovered. To answer your question, Tyler, it should have been immediately. Once this is the position here. It should have been advancing into him and firing, terminating life-threatening behavior. It was just bad. Based on the mixed information from what the police department put out online, it looks like that a subject was informed, hey, so-and-so I know is suicidal, going to be at your police department or in the area, and you guys don't give a shit because you chased him off. And then once he turned up with a knife, you guys turned into Keystone Cops. You were running around like crazy. Bad tactics, horrible tactics. I'm tired of cops having to be social workers. I'm tired of de-escalation. It doesn't work. They need to use force decisively, with conviction, and eliminate threats as quickly as possible, because the more it goes on, the more shit that just go wrong. Is what it is. I hope that made sense. This is just it's a lawful shoot. It's a bad circumstance. These cops need training, and I hope they wind up getting it. I hope that answers your question. You guys who want to send anything, go ahead to coptalklive911@gmail.com or text, leave a voice note, voice message, or call in live on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, 7 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. It's a 708-982-0974, the number you see right there. Guys, that's it. Support the channel. Click the link under the description of the video. Support Cop Talk Live, and I'll see you guys in the next video.